I don't know how many times I have watched their videos, and I can say that these two people are the most humbled and most energetic and most entertaining people without saying bad words and bad things on camera or YouTube. And they are the most important person, two peoples for the YouTube community of India. They are none other than Abhyudaya and Gautami from Slayy. And I personally like both of them. They are my personal favorites. I have watched their videos so many times, and personally I have watched that Superman video of both people with my family and everyone, and that video I have watched more than 50 to 60 times. And I can literally say that go and check out their channel, and I can really tell you that you will not get any type of upset or any type of thing in your mind while watching their videos. So after this sketch I am going to make of Slayy aka Abhyudaya and Gautami. I am using the same technique, that is grid method. There are so many techniques like guiding method or guidelines, or so many techniques for making portraits, but personally for this tutorial I have used grid method. And as a person or as an artist, I can say that the easiest and the most helpful technique for making a smaller portrait into a bigger one, or smaller photos into the bigger one, A3 size, A2 size, or any bigger posters, you can use grid method. And grid method is too easy, and if you don't know how to use grid method, I have uploaded a complete tutorial for this particular how to use grid method and how to make grids and everything. I have uploaded a complete tutorial on my this channel, you can check out. Now after this I am using 3 to 4 type of pencils, like graphite pencil from 2B to 8B pencil, not more darker than that. And second is charcoal pencil. And the problem with charcoal pencil is that it will break if you will use the same stationary type of charcoal pencils or not any premium type of charcoal pencil. It depends on your skills how you use your charcoal pencil. But problem is that how to sharp charcoal pencil, because if you will sharp it using the common sharpener that you have for graphite pencil, you should know that graphite pencil are strong, as graphite is the strongest thing of carbon. It is the most hardest thing, and if you will sharpen your charcoal pencil with the same sharpener that you sharpen with graphite pencil, it will break. And I have so many people who told me that how to sharpen charcoal pencil, how you sharpen charcoal pencil. So I have uploaded a complete tutorial of this in my channel, you can check out that too. And for this a complete real time, like I have uploaded a 8 hours and 45 minutes complete whole tutorial. And every hour or every tutorial that I upload, I have uploaded a complete real-time sketch in my second channel, which is Shwet Sketches 2.0. Most of people don't upload their complete tutorials, they just upload a time lapse of 3 to 4 minutes. But I have freely available the complete tutorial of real-time sketches of every portrait that I have made in this particular channel. So after this thing you can check out my Shwet Sketches 2.0, that will be helpful to you. Now second thing is that while making hairs, I always say that if the hairs are darker or black, always use charcoal pencil. But problem here is that I don't see so many details. While making hairs of men, there are so many different type of directions of hairs, and for the female hairs, the hairs most of the time are straight hairs, and if you can start from some point and it will be straight hairs. But difference for this particular tutorial is that for Abhyudaya's hairs, there are direction which is straight, like starting from forehead, the hairs are completing on the straight, no more curvature or curving hairs, and no more straight things. And for the Gautami sketch, Gautami's hairs are completely curly naturally. So for this, there is the difference. So for the Abhyudaya's hairs, I have used charcoal pencil. I have first for the base layer, I have sharpened the charcoal pencil. Then after sharpening it, I have made smaller hairs in the same direction that you see from the portrait or the application that you are using, and apply those details. And for the second thing, use a mechanical pencil for those smaller details. But for the base layer, I have used a hard charcoal pencil which is not as much dark as you want, and hairs are darker, right? So for the base layer, I have used hard charcoal pencil, and for blending those hard charcoal pencil, I have used a makeup brush, which is a softer one. So after blending it, the hairs will look completely straight, but it will not look like hairs. So for that thing, I've used as a first layer, which is soft charcoal pencil, and you should sharpen your soft charcoal pencil also, and then finally again blend it using a makeup brush. I have not used a blending stump or earbud for this particular time, in the sense like hairs or this type of things. I have not used makeup brush. Is the most important thing while making smaller things like eyebrows or eyelashes, or these type of things are the smallest ones. So for that thing, always use makeup brush, and then finally blend it, and again use mono eraser, which is the smaller one. So after using a mono eraser, you can have so many details and so many highlights, and that will be helpful because some part of hairs are also highlighted. So for that thing, use a mono eraser for making those smaller details. Now for the face part of Abhyudaya, the main thing is that the skin tone, like if someone's skin tone is a little bit darker, you can directly go for 4B or 5B pencil, and if someone's skin tone is too much light, you can directly go for H or 2B pencil. But the skin tone of Abhyudaya and Gautami's skin tone, both skin tones are little bit mid-tone, not completely dark, not completely white, and my personal skin tone is also mid. So problem is that how to blend these things into one sketch, and this is the tough one, because if you want to make a darker thing, you can directly go for 4B or 5B, but if you want to make lighter, you can use HB or 2B and blend it. But for the mid tones, you have to make a contrast between darker and lighter, and for the same thing I have used as always 2B pencil as a base layer. And for the face structure, for blending those 2B pencil, I have used earbud. Earbud is the most helpful tool for blending skin tones, and I'm not talking about realistic sketches, because for realistic sketches there are so many details like skin texture and smaller hairs and everything you have to make on a realistic sketch. But problem with this particular portrait is that the resolution of this portrait is completely low, and as I always say that if you are going to make a portraits, always use 4K or HD picture so that you can have more details. When you will zoom out the picture, you will have more details and you can apply it to your sketches also. So after making the base layer with 2B pencil, here comes the darker parts like eyebrows, eyelashes. These are the darker parts. So making those darker parts, it is literally a tougher one, because you have to make a contrast between darker and the lighter parts, and you have to blend them also. So we are going to discuss this part in part 2 of sketching Slayy point. So bye bye. So if you have learned something from this video, subscribe and drop a like, and comment down your question and queries regarding this tutorial. Meanwhile, take care of your loved ones too. Have an artistic day. Tattoos.